And for those of you who know me, I apologize because I never use notes, but I'm going to today. I want to talk just for a couple minutes about what has happened to me and my life, my family, 32 days and 32 hours and 30 minutes ago. When traveling from Green Bay here to Shawano on Highway 29, an SUV crossed the center line and hit my vehicle head on. I remember seeing the vehicle coming. I remember trying to think through the evasive maneuvers, and then I woke up. Looked over and saw my wife, who was conscious at that time. All of the training that I have spent in my last 13 years in the fire and EMS service, the last 6 years here is safety and crisis management, all the teaching that I have done over those years, all came into play for that 20 minutes that I got to sit with my wife. She didn't end up making it. But on the other side of things, from all of the thousands of calls that I have been on, all of the hundreds of people that I have helped as they've died, being on the other side of the glass and doing patient care of my own wife was different. Since that time, I've realized that what Christopher talked about, with Tweet Garrett being a family company, has become more true than I ever could have imagined when they hired me a little over 6 years ago. After they airlifted Annie to the hospital, and I rode by ambulance, the first person I saw was Tim Howell. Next two people in my emergency room was Mary Jo and Christopher. Shortly after that was Jody, Hope, and Brian. And then my family came. When we talk about this being a family company and us looking out for each other, when we talk about being a brother's keeper, about caring for the person next to you, this company is that. I've said it many times. I've said it in so many of the training classes that I've had the opportunity to lead. But I could never have imagined how much I could believe it. As this relates to my position here, as the one in charge of everyone's safety, the one who has the authority and responsibility to make sure every one of you go home in the same condition or better condition than you show up in. We all have to realize that within 3 minutes after a 130 mile per hour combined speed crash, 3 minutes later is when the cops showed up. 4 minutes later when the first fire truck. 7 minutes before an ambulance. Did that change the outcome? We can't change things after they happen. We can prevent things. We talk about numbers, what Tim mentioned at the beginning, what Brian went into details on. Near misses. My evasive maneuver moved me 4 feet to the left and almost avoided the other vehicle. It wasn't quite enough. If I had missed, think of how things would have been different. Incidents happen because they happen. And I've told you, many of you this, that 97% of the crashes the National Transportation Safety Board investigates are considered preventable. We can handle the other 3%. We have to be each other's watchdogs. We have to help each other out. We, as a family of Twin Garrett, have to help each other avoid what has happened to my family. It's not about numbers. It's about people. It's about everybody here. It's about everybody who's important to you who is not here. You can do anything to continue your support for me and my family, more than all of the emails and the phone calls and the text messages and the cards and the visits. When you go home tonight, show your family how much you care. Don't tell them. Show them. It's the small things that make a difference. It's the small things that I miss the most. It's the small things that I look forward to the most. What I can say to you as I leave is thank you.